Hello and welcome to the YouTube channel for Catch. My name is Sam and I am the founder and lead coach here at Catch. Remember that unshakable confidence is the key to getting everything that you want in life and dating. And on this channel we talk about everything to do with confidence, mindset and how to apply that in your dating and relationship life. In today's video we're going to be talking about that it is safe for you to be loved. Something that we see with clients and people that we talk to is that when a relationship starts to progress or a dating connection starts to progress and is approaching commitment or approaching something more serious, or even for couples who are in a relationship and it's getting towards more of a commitment of living together or getting engaged or getting married, is that sometimes that can bring up a lot of fear and insecurity in people because it feels scary to be vulnerable with somebody, to show your real and authentic self, and there being a risk of getting hurt or somebody judging us or not accepting us for who we are deep down. And the closer that we get to somebody or the more feelings that we have towards somebody can bring up those deeper sets, insecurities and doubts and fears. And what that can start to look like is we sabotage those connections, we push someone away, we might not even entertain connections with somebody that we actually see more of a long-term future with, or we're scared to pursue it because we can actually see it going somewhere, and that means that we need to be vulnerable. And that can happen if someone's been hurt in the past or has a insecure attachment style, or maybe has trust issues or weren't really close to people in their childhood, and because of that the thought of being close to somebody and forming that close bond and being vulnerable and authentic with somebody can feel very scary. What we want to remind people is that it is safe for you to be loved, and even though it can be scary and fearful, it can also bring so much joy and connection to have that deeper relationship with someone where you're sharing more of yourself. And there are things that we can do to help us feel safer during that journey and as we get closer to somebody, and that is increasing our self-awareness, so becoming very aware of our feelings and our reactions and how we feel in certain circumstances. Are there patterns in our dating and relationship life whereby we do end something or run away from something or sabotage it in a way by even, becoming quite needy and clingy with somebody when we approach those points? So when we get past a few dates or even a first date where we see some potential moving forward, or when we approach commitment, is there a pattern that we're seeing where something does fall over at a certain point in the dating or relationship stages? And how do we feel during that time? What are the feelings or parts of our internal state that come up that then manifest in certain behaviors and actions, and then it becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy where that relationship or that dating connection comes to an end? If we can understand that pattern, and specifically the feelings that come up or the rising of emotions or certain behaviors or actions, once we've identified that pattern or brought awareness to that within ourselves, we can then interrupt that pattern and change it to get a different outcome. The other thing that we can do is, with that self-awareness, is when those emotions start to rise or those behaviors start to manifest, or we start to take some of the same actions that have created an undesirable outcome in the past, we need to try and bring down those emotions, or we can bring down those emotions through emotional and nervous system regulation, through breath work, meditation, exercise, distracting ourselves with fun things, seeing friends, anything that can calm us and bring us down. Because when those fears and doubts or anxieties about getting close to somebody come up, if we respond and take action in that heightened state, it is going to play into the same dynamics and patterns that have resulted in the undesirable outcomes. And before we know it, we'll be back in the same situation that we were in before. So it's really important to bring that self-awareness to the patterns, how we're feeling, and then when those emotions come up in the future, actually start to bring those emotions down so that we can then objectively look at the situation and ask ourselves, are we just feeling unsafe at this time because we're nervous about getting close to somebody, we can see some potential here, or because we're actually scared deep down to be authentic and have the potential of rejection and therefore move forward. And then once we've brought that emotion down and can have more objectivity or awareness and wisdom around how we're showing up and how we're feeling, we can then start to choose something different. So we can reassure ourselves it is safe for us to be loved. We are worthy and deserving of a healthy love, and it is normal for us to be accepted and loved and appreciated for exactly who we are, that we are a great person, that we deserve a loving connection, and that other person also deserves for us to show up in a way that reciprocates the energy that they are giving us and deserves honesty and transparency and an opportunity to create something deeper which can be very beautiful. And bring that internal safety to ourselves by reassuring ourselves of those things, making a different decision and taking a different action that maybe feels scary in the moment but gets us closer to the desirable outcome and what we really want. And for a lot of us deep down, that is that closer, more secure, long-term, stable connection. It's just that it can feel unfamiliar to us and therefore feel unsafe. So just a quick reminder video that you are safe to be loved, you're worthy of being loved, and you are capable of identifying some of those patterns and changing them and building and creating the sort of dating connections and relationship that you want. So hopefully that helped. If you have any questions or comments, feel free to post them down below. Thank you for liking, commenting, sharing and subscribing, and see you in the next one. Thanks, bye.